All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Wilma here.
We already did Fred and Wilma.
Oh.
How about the? Ooh. No, that's. Oh, Linus here.
Sally.
Sure. Anyone from the Peanuts gang?
Charlie Brown.
Why do they call them the gang? They don't like
Lucy.
fight crime or anything like that.
Peppermint Patty.
Chuck. She's the most annoying character.
So annoying. She's
of
the
the Peanuts. She is
worst.
And her little crony boss or whatever she calls Sir. She calls her Sir. So weird. Anyways, we are super excited you decided to join us today and to watch our reaction to the legendary Micky Flanagan. Today we are reacting to
When Mickey went back to school.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Mickey.
Okay.
I don't know why, but his name always reminds me of the song, Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so
Hey,
fine.
Mickey.
Back to school is very appropriate for us as teachers ourselves. Again, when I was a kid, hated going to school. Not like, I
loved
not hated. I did not like going to school. She loved it. She was teacher's pet, front row. She told me.
Actually, I wasn't front row. I was like back of the
squeeze
row,
me.
a little quieter.
I always thought you were front row because what did you do when there was a
pet.
what was there when there was a substitute?
Gosh.
What would you do?
No, it wasn't a substitute. Wait, which one are you talking about? The paper passing?
No.
Oh.
You would report to the teacher all the things that the kids would do wrong.
No, I wouldn't.
That's what you told me.
No, I said whenever the teacher left the room, he would put me in charge, and I hated it because that was scary, and I didn't.
Okay, guys.
No, I was terrified. I graduated a year early, so I was younger than all the kids. No. I only sat in the front of the row when it was assigned seats. So that one time when the teacher asked me to pass the paper, and I asked him if he wanted me to go down. But I meant pass down.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
I know, and then he said...
This is a family channel.
And then he said, no, Jodi, I don't want you to go down. And the whole class was laughing, and it was embarrassing. Because either
Why would you even ask that question?
Because we would
pass papers, okay?
No, because...
Any way you want.
No, because he would hand you some papers, and you would either pass them behind you, and then the person would pass it behind them. Or you would pass it down the row.
Left.
So I meant, do you want me to go...
How does down make any sense for that direction?
Down the row.
Hey, do I turn left or right here? No, go down. Oh, sounds good. I'll go left.
It was the most embarrassing moment of my high school life. I was beyond red and embarrassed. It was horrific. But thankfully, I had that teacher apparently again the following year.
Oh my.
He was a really cool teacher, but yeah.
Quick story about my, so when I was in school, I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I should have. And I've learned my lessons since. And I tell my students that all the time, but I didn't. And one of the things I was most proud of, but it was so lame, is we had this poetry assignment that we had to turn in. You write your own original poem. Okay?
My students are doing that right now.
And I had totally forgot about it to the point where it's the morning of, and the teacher says, okay, pass your poems forward. I'm like, oh, crap. And she had no rules about length or anything like that. So I literally get a piece of lined paper while they're passing papers, and I'm writing the first verse of one of my favorite songs, Machine Head by Bush, because I had it memorized. So I just wrote it down, turned it in, got 100%, baby.
Stop it!
100%. It's a song. Bush is a UK band, actually.
It's not original.
It's not original, but it sounds good, and she obviously was not a Bush fan. But, I mean, as far as school goes, that was my thing. Now I have a completely different outlook. Love teaching school. So I'm excited to check this out. We're excited to check this out. If you're excited to watch our reaction, please don't forget to...
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next upload video. I'm out of water, Nick. My heart is sad.
I'm sorry to hear that, my dear.
It's just
I'm out of water, and she takes another drink.
Because it's just the little bit.
I don't believe you.
Look, it's like a mermaid. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty, but it's empty. I, on the other hand, have M&M's here. It's not empty.
Hey, I might go to the UK in the summer of 2025. Just saying.
They're going to stalk you. Here we schmo.
Because this has changed. Everything's changed. I've changed.
I've changed.
Messed about most of the 80s, chasing women's, wasting my life.
My life.
It wasn't that much of a waste. Woke up, late 1989. I woke up, I brushed this cocaine off the table. thought, oh, what the fuck have I done there? I masturbated again. It's a very glamorous drug. Anyway, I went back to evening classes. I went back to night school. Via the Open University, I eventually went to full-time university. Yes, I was enjoying it, but the accent's causing problems again. I'm speaking up during the lecture. I know everyone's thinking, fucking hell, the window cleaner's keen, isn't he? But I've got a degree in the social
You see that lady's
sciences.
face? This lady in the audience, she's like a pink shirt. She's like so smug about that joke.
Oh,
She did
okay,
not
I'm
like
ready.
it at all.
Oh,
But I've got a degree in the social sciences. And I tried to go back and do some good because I'm a very giving person.
That's cool, you got a
I don't
degree.
stop giving. People say to me sometimes, what about you, Mick? I say, it don't matter about me. It's the others. I decided to help out. I thought I'd go back and help the kids. I'm from the hood. I can connect with these kids. Be a teacher. Because I'd seen the films, you know, with Sidney Poitier,
What do you?
where they go into the tough inner city comp and they turn it around. And it's all, well done, sir. Thank you for turning up. You changed everything. The reality is, they shit in your desk.
yep.
It's a morale crusher, the shit in the desk. Oh, that's that.
No.
I suppose the thing was I had to be a grown-up, and that was hard for me. I'm not the most grown-up person in the world. I'm walking down the corridor on my first day. Fat kid fell over. I'm on him like a shot. Bundle! How can you not? They had an inclusive policy. For those of you who don't know this, this means that you have a whole range of abilities in your classroom. You have the very intelligent ones and you have the more challenged ones as well. They say it's not a problem, just differentiate your material.
Yeah,
They'll
good
stay
word.
on board.
He knows what he's
And the
talking
bright
about.
ones, 10 tough questions, bosh, that's them done. The more challenged ones, I just used to let them spin in my chair. I know it sounds a bit harsh, but I was under pressure. Kept
You're
asking,
getting sneaked.
I'll spin in your chair, son. Yes, you can. I shall spin you. There you go. I'm like the geezer on the waltzer. I'm spinning kids for money. You out?
Oh, I want to hear
Oh,
so much
me
more.
me too. But it's so true what he was saying. There is a reason why when teachers get to good schools, we don't leave. We don't leave. I mean, you have some teachers that do amazing jobs in more challenging schools, but it's hard to get those students to trust you because they've seen things.
Well, and it's tough too. So he's talking about differentiation. That is where you have
Oh,
different
God.
levels of abilities of, you know, intelligence,
Learners.
not intelligence, but academic abilities and skills in your classroom. And you have to teach one skill. You have to teach one topic, one, you know, standard or whatever you will. But you have to teach it to where it reaches all different levels of students. And you ask, like, how is that done? It's really not. Like, you have to work very, very hard to set up different tasks within that skill to reach all learners. And it takes a lot of time, and it's not going to happen in every single lesson. So the tough thing with that is it's just you kind of can get burnt out sometimes. Not saying myself whatever, but you can. And so like the whole spin a chair, like you got to understand, like, yes, that's where you're going to be at some point, because you're just trying to sometimes survive the day, because I'm supposed to have everyone understand this skill. What about this kid that can't read more than 10 words per minute? How is he going to read this passage and then tell me about X, Y, or Z that they can do with it? So it was interesting to hear him use those type of vocabulary terms, those type
Yeah.
of word, not vocabulary, you know, like,
Buzzwords.
yes,
No.
you know.
Academic.
I can't think of the right word, but words in the context of his job that he's at. So he obviously has some experience as a teacher, but I wanted to hear so much more about that, because
Yeah.
the students that can do it, it's easy for them. If they make you feel good as a teacher, like, oh, I'm doing a great job. But then you have students that are really struggling, and yes, you have to connect with them, and you might have a connection with them so you can help control them from acting out in class or hurting other kids or whatever it is. But if they struggle, you just gotta get, it's just tough. I enjoy it, but it's tough.
Well, and that's the one nice thing, at least in the United States, when you go to middle school and high school, they differentiate their classes just a little bit, like not hugely, but enough that it is easier to hit the students, but like hit those learning targets to help the students out in the various classes, because in some classes we go fast because the kids, like you said, they just get it and they go and you're like, awesome, let's go. And other classes like, we're going to slow this down. And it's really cool having kids that are in a faster paced class that are struggling, that go to a different class where we go a little slower and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much nicer. Thank you. And you see how beneficial it truly is, because it's hard. It's very hard. I mean, and you've got, like you said, different levels of learners, different levels of readers. Some people who are like me, who can't do math, we stop at multiplication and division. And some people that are over there doing algebra 2 in 8th grade, and you're like, what?
And you want to nurture those students and help them grow, those that are advanced. You don't want to be like, well, you're good enough, so you sit in the corner.
No,
and
you want to keep them.
You want to, you want to challenge them and all that. Anyways, you're probably bored about this, but that was exciting for me to be able to react to. I wanted to get more from that, but that's all we had for us, which is okay. If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Adios.